Ladies and gentlemen, imagine this: Denmark's young crown prince, dressed in full military uniform, standing tall after days of grueling training, exhausted, proud, and surrounded by his fellow soldiers. And then, out of nowhere, his parents, King Frederik and Queen Mary, appear to see him. What happened next melted hearts across Denmark. Because this wasn't just any visit, it was a moment that showed who Christian really is, a future king growing into his role with courage, discipline, and heart. Earlier this year, Crown Prince Christian, the young heir to the Danish throne, quietly stepped away from royal life for something completely different: military training with the Guard Hussar Regiment in Slagelse. For most young Danes, this is a rite of passage, a test of endurance and teamwork. But for Christian, it was also symbolic. It was his first real test as the nation's future monarch. And let me tell you, he didn't just take part. He went all in. Part of the training included something called the Rex Tour. Now, for those unfamiliar, it's one of the toughest military endurance challenges in Denmark. Imagine carrying heavy gear, marching for miles through cold nights, surviving on little sleep, and relying entirely on your team. Only those who truly persevere earn the Rex badge, a small but powerful symbol of resilience and discipline. And yes, Crown Prince Christian did it. He completed the Rex Tour and proudly received his Rex badge. It was a defining moment, not just for him, but for his family, too. And this is where the story takes a touching turn. Soon after completing his training, the Guard Hussar Regiment hosted a family day at the barracks, and King Frederik and Queen Mary showed up to visit their son. Now, remember, this wasn't a formal royal engagement. There were no photographers lined up, no red carpets. Just a family, quietly proud of their son. But when Christian saw his parents, you could see it in his smile, the mix of relief, pride, and joy. After weeks of hard training, that simple reunion meant everything. It was that authentic, human side of royalty that Denmark rarely gets to see, a mother and father looking at their son, not as a prince but as a young man who'd just accomplished something truly difficult. Military service has always been a strong tradition in Denmark's royal family. King Frederik went through it. His father, the late Prince Henrik, did too. So for Christian, this wasn't just an exercise in endurance, it was a rite of passage, a way of showing that he understands what duty, leadership, and service really mean. By completing the Rex course, he's proven that he's not just being prepared for the throne, he's preparing himself. When the royal house released photos of the visit, the public's response was overwhelming. People were proud, and they had every reason to be. Here was a young man who could have stayed in comfort, yet chose discipline, mud, and hard work instead. Some said this moment reminded them of his father, that same determination, that same quiet strength. Others pointed out how Christian balances royal tradition with a very modern approach to life. Sometimes he's at a music festival with friends, and other times, he's out in the field earning his military stripes. That balance is what makes him relatable, and deeply respected. The royal house has confirmed that Crown Prince Christian will continue his training, advancing to officer school to become a lieutenant. It's a clear message to the people of Denmark: the future of the monarchy is in steady, hard-working hands. So, when we think about that surprise moment, when King Frederik and Queen Mary appeared to see their son, it wasn't just about family pride. It was about something bigger. It was about seeing a new generation of royalty, one that leads not by privilege, but by example. Crown Prince Christian's quiet determination and humility remind us all that leadership starts with service, and that even the future King of Denmark must first prove himself through effort, courage, and heart. And that is a story that touched an entire nation. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.